This is Judge Joe Brown, and we're listening to We All Be News. News-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Memphis music legend, Sister Earlice Taylor. She just got through singing a wonderful, beautiful rendition of Precious Lord by the one and only Brother Emerson, A.L.L. Jr. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to get your takes on the legacy of Brother Emerson, A.L.L. because you got a unique perspective on this unique individual.
Well, now, Mr. A.L., you know, I wasn't in his band. I sang in the choir. But when we did the annual show every year, I was one of the star singers along with Isaac Hayes and different ones. And I was one that made costumes also. But I went away, but when I came back, I was singing jazz. And Mr. A.L. just took right on up to me. And just lucky, I heard them saying in there that all of Joe's been cussed out. You know, I was one of the few that he never cussed me out. He said, no, you the baby. He said, no, I ain't gonna cuss you out, baby. But Mr. A.L. was a little bitty giant that was just so big. I mean, he was just big to everybody, even though he did all the cussing, because I cussed pretty good myself. But he was just wonderful. And you could not say no to him. And I'm one like that. I don't let you say no to me. But Mr. A.L. was one of those guys that's a steady turning wheel at all times. And that was just him. So who could ever forget that?
That's
It's
excellent.
an unforgettable person.
Do you have any interesting A.L. story you want to share with us? I know you got probably quite a few in your library collection.
Well, no, he told me about a story when he told me about a story when he took his kids to play. You know, they would always win. And this time when he went, this white guy called him. He said, when you gonna bring them black birds up here? He said, what are black birds? He said, he was calling my kids black birds. He said, I took my pistol out. I said, Mr. A.L., you didn't shoot? He said, no, but I was getting ready to. They had to hold me down. I said, well, I'm glad you didn't shoot them folks, boy, because you wouldn't be here sitting up here today. That's just one of the many stories. He would tell you so many, many stories, but he was just an excellent guy.
What do you think was his biggest contribution to the Memphis sound, the Memphis music legacy?
Well, Mr. A.L., with him being a union, he was part of the musicians' union, you know. So all of the big stars that came in, you know, in order to play for their gig, you have to be a unionized person. But Mr. A.L. is the one that found all of the musicians for all of the gigs. I don't care who called me, Tony Bennett, Nancy Wilson, whatever. He was the guy that would get you in. You know what I mean? And he just helped anybody. I don't know of anybody that he didn't help. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. That's it.
Okay, excellent. Do you have any thoughts or words you want to send to the family of Mr. Emerson, A.L.?
Oh, I just want them to keep strong. I know what we have. What we know about him out here in the street is something totally different at home. Well, look, my family ain't no different. My daddy was a preacher, and we couldn't go to the movies and the theaters, and we couldn't do this, and we had to wait till everybody else eat the food, then you get what was left over. But the stories that they told were kind of stories that I would tell about my family. But everybody thought my daddy was a perfect father, and I think that was the way they were supposed to look like to everybody, you know. But we all make it. We know the do's and the don'ts, and we show that in our families as well, you know. And you respect it. It is what it is. You can't change it. But nobody would never know that he was like that at the, what he did at the home. Give you an old bike and 2 TVs to get one.
That's hilarious.
But you would never know that.
Right.
I've never known him to be a spendthrift because I don't know that much about him in that way. All I do was involved with music, you know.
Right.
And he would do that fine art. Do you have any of his artwork?
I got some of his letter writing. The letters he wrote me, it's like works of art in itself. I mean, his penmanship.
Calligraphy. It was fabulous. But no, he's got some characters.
I seen those too.
Characters.
I wish I got some of that art.
Well, wait a minute. It's a bunch of. It was somebody that said they got a lot of it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. But I saw when he came to his house, he was able to do things with pen and shoe polish. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just an artist though. He was not just a musician.
Yeah.
He was just an artist. That's what he was. He was a Renaissance man.
Well, with them saying that he was a swimmer.
Yeah, that was incredible
That's
too.
like Bill Hurd was an athlete.
But you know, they wouldn't let black folks swim. Let's think about what happened in McKinney, Texas though. And he was able to learn how to swim back then.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let black folks in the swimming pool.
They wouldn't let him in.
No, it's still now.
But Bill Hurd was a athlete.
I heard about him too.
Yeah, but there's so much that we people are multi-talented.
Right.
And that's our problem is we are multi-talented. When they find out that, they can't put you in a corner.
That's right.
You can stereotype into one thing. You can't do that, you know.
Right.
So you just don't tell them everything you know how to do.
That's right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like this. I'm concerned. It's like the golden years. He was a part of something special in terms of music education in the city. It's like the golden years Mr. Abel served, and also the people that came before Mr. Abel. And right now, it's like we're going backwards. It seems to me we're going backwards in music education.
Well, of course.
Can we ever regain what they had and can surpass it?
The only way we can do that is we got to start with the little children. And because the ones that's up there, they're bitter because they haven't gained what they thought that they should have gained.
Right.
And I understand it. But you got to start with the little kids and work up. And that takes a long time, but you know, you start. Once you get it started, it'll go like wildflies because the kids will get other kids involved. And then the kids will bring the adults in. And it'll be different from the adults that we have now. The younger ones, they don't have any pride about that history and culture. If you don't teach them about that history and culture, they still don't see no need for it. And my thing is getting them to understand their history and their culture. And that's where we got to do it. You got to get into schools. So, but if you don't have it in the schools, you need to do it in the church. You need to do it in the house. You need to do it everywhere that you can. And they'll demand that it's in the school. It has to start somewhere, and the only thing I can see is it start at school. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Sister Earlice Taylor. In the words of the great Duke Ellington, we love humanity and keep on producing.
Thank you, my darling. I'm going to see you this evening.